Well, that was fun. Always good to have an exciting battle with the end dragon. Slow fall potions were a whole brand new thing, but yeah, it's kind of nice to get to that end of that chapter. I always sort of think that killing the dragon, even though they call it the end, it's sort of for me the beginning of the real game that I really enjoy, and that's kind of the building of a big base and making everything kind of look cool and trying to figure out a little bit of a story of why there's this crazy base on top of a mountain in the middle of the jungle. Just kind of making it all feel a little bit more settled in and real. The beginning part of the game, until you get to the end, sort of has parts of a role playing game where you kind of get different abilities based on what items you have. You have enchanting and kind of like the different steps that we talked about earlier. But definitely getting to the end is a brand new chapter, and I'm kind of making this safe because it always makes me nervous. I'm gonna just walk off the edge when I spawn in here. Yeah, this is kind of the beginning of a new chapter. I'm going to be going out adventuring, trying to find elytra. I get more. Once you get one elytra, getting the first elytra is hard. You have to do all kinds of crazy bridging across from one end island to the next, and usually it involves some ender pearl throwing to cross gaps and put your life in danger. But once you get one elytra, then you can just start flying from one island to the next, and then it becomes much easier. So that'll be good. And shulker boxes, obviously, absolutely game changer as far as storage is concerned. One thing I do need to do is get this egg down. So this is a unique kind of thing. Once you click it, you might remember it teleports away. Gonna have to go find it. Where did it go? Over here somewhere, hopefully. I think I saw the sparkles go in this direction, didn't I? Look around for a second. Should I stop recording or am I going to find it any second here? Maybe I'll do a quick look around. Oh, it hadn't gone far at all here. So yeah, that's a weird. One of the weird things about this block is that it teleports whenever you click on it. So you can't just break it and then put it in your inventory. You can either push it with a piston to break it, or it also is affected by gravity, like an anvil or like a sand block. So if I actually a sand block is a better example, because if I put a torch underneath here, and then if I break this block, it will fall and break. Yay! So I got the new next generation achievement for getting the dragon egg. The other thing I kind of like to do once you finally get here and get the dragon figured out is make a little killing kind of an ender pearl farming area. Just a little too high roofed in area that you can hang out kind of in the middle of, and turn the sound down, and then call ender men over just like by looking at them like this, right? They'll get all angry at me, hello, and they'll start yelling at me. I know. But a great source of ender pearls. So nice to have a free, easy source of ender pearls instead of, in the early part of the game, finding an enderman is like kind of finding a rare item. So that's good. Another nice step about making it to the end is that you have endless ender pearls. You could also make a enderman farm, obviously, which I might do. So I'm going to stop here and do a little bit more ender pearl farming for now. Okay, back home from the end. I did end up getting quite a bunch of ender pearls, so that's helpful. I didn't spend too long out there. But yeah, kind of getting ready for what I call end busting, where you go out into the outer ring of end islands and you try to get all the treasures, elytra and ender. No, what are they? Shulker boxes. Yeah. Those are the things. Okay, so the things we need to prepare for, we need a lot of bag space. You want your best sword. You want a really good bow, good armor, good food, some potions, probably maybe some health potions. Maybe I will take the golden carrots, but yeah, basically the one thing I am going to take is a few ender chests. One of the ways you can actually get back from the outer end islands is just take off all your stuff and put it all in ender chest, empty your entire inventory into the ender chest so that you're just out there all naked with all your things in one ender chest, and then you just jump off the end island, and when you die you end up back where your bed was. Kind of a, basically you die and you get your stuff back out of the ender chest once you're done. Speaking of, I should empty out the ender chest, make sure there's room for all the good stuff that we are going to want to put in it. Hopefully we won't need extra gear. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of do that and then meet you back in the end to do the ender pearl throw into the ender portal, and we can head off to the end islands. Okay, we are back in the end and just sort of finishing off a little bit of more of a deliberate spawning platform here. That way you can't fall off. I always get nervous when I'm going through that portal that I'm going to somehow glitch through this obsidian, but I think I'm okay. And then just did a little staircase. I'm going to be coming up and, well, probably just up and then out the portal, but coming up that a bunch. So just did a quick little staircase based on what I had, which was cobble and wood. And now I'm just going to go over to this portal here. I don't think I showed you. I, again, just sort of built with what I had on me, which was at the time stone, and then some of the end brick that you can turn, or end stone that you can turn into end stone bricks like that. See? So that's what I used for that. And you just up the ladder, and we will throw an ender pearl through this thing. And what this is going to do is teleport us out probably a couple of 1,000 blocks to a ring of islands, and hopefully it'll be in a safe spot. I sort of want to see my coordinates here are 77 and negative 53, so pretty close to 0, 0. It's always a little hard to know which way is home. When you're in the end, you don't have the benefit of having the compass, which points you back to your spawn point. So you kind of have to figure it out with the coordinates there. But enough of that. I'm going to do one pearl through here, and fingers crossed. Yep. All right. Safe. Want to keep my looking down, but yeah, I'm 900 now. I'm 900 and negative 638, so went about 1,000 blocks or so, sort of at a diagonal. Kind of cautiously look around. We have these purple, and that's the thing that I should make a note of these coordinates. I'm going to do that actually. 1 second. Okay, wrote that down. I didn't bring the little book with me. Should have done that, but it's safe and sound. I didn't, sort of always wonder how I'm going to get back. There's a few different ways you can go back. One of them is throwing an ender pearl back through that thing, which will bring us back to the beginning island there. The other way is to get an elytra and fly back to that beginning island. Which is back, about 1,500 meters over the void, which always gives me a funny feeling in my tummy. But yeah, that's one way of doing it. And then the other way, which I discussed, which is putting all your things that matter into your ender chest. And I'm not getting any luck finding an end city on this. This is a little tiny island to begin with. But yeah, you've put all your things into an ender chest and jump. So the only thing you really lose in that circumstance is the ender chest. All right, and you don't really lose that. It's just out on some end island somewhere. But all your stuff stays in it, and then you can obviously just use a different one back home. So what I am faced with here, I'm just doing another quick lap around, is the sort of long, painful part of, man, I wanted to keep my water bucket handy in case these guys get mad at me. I brought steak and the golden carrots. The golden carrots are for when I am actually going into an end city and I need to heal really quickly. The steak is good, is actually great for that too, but the golden carrots are almost like taking a potion, so I'm sort of saving those. But yeah, now I'm faced with the task of figuring out which island to bridge across to. That's why I have an ender chest full of cobble. And yeah, this takes a while, but I'm gonna stop recording, and I think maybe that one. I don't know. Sort of want to do this systematically too. Head off in one direction and then don't end up going in circles too much. Maybe I can extend my view distance. I wonder if I can do that here. See if I can extend the rendering chunks way out to maximum. See if that does anything. Give me maximum view distance. It does extend it a little bit. All right. Well, I'm going to do another lap with it like this. It takes a while for it all to load in, as you can see. But maybe we'll get lucky and spot something in the distance. All right. Stay tuned. Well, I got nothing. Yeah. This is going to be difficult. Well, it always is. But the only thing I've seen, I don't know if you can barely see it above where the cursor is, right in the middle of the screen, is another one of these end portal, like the Eye of Ender or the Ender Pearl portals. I don't know what these things are called. The thing I just threw the pearl through. The game always has a hard time moving when I have the render distance panned so far out. Let me change that back here. There we go. So, yeah, what I need to do is just start bridging across with whatever I have on me. And it's not my favorite thing in the world to do. Basically, I guess I could have an ender pearl on me. But if for some reason the game freaks out and the shift doesn't work, I have a shift on one of my side mouse buttons, so I can hold that down pretty easily. But if for some reason it gives up and I end up, as I'm going over like this, if it gives up, I end up going, whoa. And if that's the void, all done. So hopefully that won't happen. I have to do that a bunch of times off in this direction somewhere. I'm going to turn the render distance back up and figure out which direction really makes the most sense. But that's what I need to do, and it ain't fun to do on camera, really. Although, I'll figure out which way I need to do it, and then I'll start doing it. I'll bring it back. There are times in life when you just don't know which way the best way is, and you don't know how it's going to turn out, and it's probably going to be hard, and it's probably going to not work out the first time, or maybe the second time, or maybe even the third and the fourth and the fifth time. But the thing is if you don't bridge out into nothingness, you're definitely not going to find any elytra or shulker boxes. Or in life, if you don't venture out, into the unknown, you are stuck with the known. And, the known is good. But how do you even know what else is out there unless you go out there? So anyway, that's my little life lesson for the day before we head off into nothingness. I brought about what I feel like is a lot of cobble, but it's, as I sort of think about how many bridges like this we're going to have to do. Yeah, this is the fun part. Hopefully I don't spot an Enderman as we go out into the nothingness. I am gripping the side button of my mouse as tight as I can. I really wish there was a crouch toggle command. A toggle is like an on-off switch, like a switch, like a light switch, right? And then there's a button, which is what I have, and that's just, you have to push it in order to get a signal out of it. This is just like in Redstone, right? We were looking at the What was it we were looking at? I don't even remember at this point. I'm just trying to not concentrate on the fact that I'm floating off in the middle of nothingness as I grip and place I could probably be doing this faster. I know. Just hold it down. Just hold it down faster. Okay. Just keep going. Just keep going. I get so nervous. I get such a funny. And I know it's just a game, and I know I'm not going to fall, but whoo, it gives me a funny feeling. Yep. No, I don't like it. I definitely. This is hands down the least favorite part of the whole game for me. It's kind of interesting for me how much anxiety this brings out in me. I would so much rather be doing this over a pit of lava with sharks shooting lasers out of their teeth. But instead, I have to grip my crouch button as I bridge over into nothingness. I am seeing something appear out of the corner of my eye on the right there that leads me to believe that something is out there. I'm not just heading off into really nothingness. I did do a lap around the island trying to sort of spot where the closest place would be to do a bridge. Everything was not super close. I think the first trip is over. I'm glad I brought you with me, but boy, I do not enjoy this process at all. I'm the welcoming squad. Ugh, can't even see the other end of that bridge. Oh, I don't like it. So I'm gonna do that a whole bunch. Yeah, it's really fun. Just gonna. Oh, I can stop crouching now. Ooh, I have a dent in my thumb from the button. It's pretty funny actually. Okay, so I'm gonna do that a whole bunch. Let me look around, see what we got here. That's the other portal. Good to know. I will make a note of those coordinates as well, which is pretty close to the other one, obviously. But hoping to. I'm going to turn on the render distance and see what I can see around here. I think I might leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to do a bunch more of this, and hopefully next time I'll record if I find anything along the way. Hopefully next time we will find an end city. Find something out here besides these wonderful chorus plants, which are fun. You can eat them. Oh, I see. It makes me nervous to eat them. When we get back, I'll show you how they work. They just sort of teleport you around, but I'm just afraid it's going to teleport me to like the underside of the island randomly, and I'm going to fall to my death. Yeah, the end. There is no void-proof armor. When you're in the Nether, you can get all the fireproof armor you want. You can really prepare for the Nether. If you fall and you're swimming in a sea of lava, if you've prepared enough for that, you can deal with that. One fire protection potion, you're good. A couple of pieces of fire protection armor, it's just a warm bath. But the void, that'll kill you every time. So I leave you with that comforting feeling, standing over the edge of the void. I'll be doing a lot more of this. And you're probably just as happy to not have to do it with me. Whoa. All right. Anyway, hope you had a wonderful day. It was a beautiful day today after a couple of rainy days. Of course, it has to rain when you're doing your going and playing in the woods thing after school. It has to rain for those days. We'll count on that. That's nice. But until next time, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.